Hey guys, Matthew Cubbyx Samuelson back with another VoD review. This is the last game of MSI Group Stage Day 1. I've not seen this game, and this is the matchup that I'm really excited for because I think that Real Never Give Up and Kingzone are probably the two best teams here. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting to watch. Good matchup. And so let's get right into the pick ban. So right off the bat, we see some targeted bans coming out. The Rakan's been pretty common coming out as a blue side ban. I think no one really wants to first pick it and give up too much. Also, now that we're in the better teams in their group stage, the people aren't a lot less priority being shown on like Rakan, Zaya. So that's been interesting. But yeah, we have the first pick Trundle coming in. That's can't go wrong with that. Um, then we have. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention with Kingzone. Just looking at this, looks like they're taking away the karma from Xiaohu because you can just buff up Uzi, and RNG likes to play that kind of snowball team fighty style that karma can really empower. And then also the Kaisa and the Kog'Maw. I really like the Kog'Maw ban against Uzi. We aren't going to be seeing too much Kog'Maw at this tournament, um, and it's something that Kingzone probably isn't as practiced against, and Uzi is insanely good at it. So yeah, we have Trundle being picked up, and then the Rise Ezreal. Prey seems to really put a high priority on the Ezreal. Then with the Swain Ashe. So I actually really like the comp coming out from RNG. They have a lot of slows, a lot of zones that create, and I know that Kingzone actually did this all the time, where they would run 4 tanks and Prey would play Ashe. Um, and Prey is insanely good at it, and it's like they almost looked unbeatable with that strategy because like they just put the resources in the Prey. Prey was the better AD carry, and like it's Kingzone's the better team. So that's kind of what RNG is going to be doing here, except instead of a beef cape for a support, they have the Lulu. So Uzi gets the shields, the speed ups, and a little bit of extra pick me up to make sure that he can do the damage he needs to do. Tom Kench coming in for Kingzone. So once again, the Rise Tom Kench combo. We've seen Team Liquid run this and fail. I'm curious to see if Team or Kingzone can succeed with this, but it creates a lot of pressure on the side lanes, and it's a very clear 1-3-1 strategy where you put Tom Kench in the middle and you try and make plays on the side lanes that they overextend. They were able to do this pretty well against Team Liquid their first game um, with the Karma, so we'll see if they can execute it again. Even though I think Gorilla was playing Soraka, they were still able to do it with the Karma and the Olaf. Anyway, bans coming out, 2 junglers. They just don't want Peanut to have Kha'Zix and Olaf. That's fine. That puts him on Graves. On the other side, Morgana, Soraka gone, so that puts Ming on Lulu. Ornn being picked up, which is pretty safe top laner. People seem to be prioritizing Ornn a bit more than Sion this tournament. And then we have the Camille for Khan. So this is the you know pressure matchup that Khan wants. We're gonna see what he can do with Conquer. If he does take Conquer, I'll be
That
curious.
Kingzone won a round.
Whoops. So yeah, let's hop right into the game. Just gonna make sure. Oh well, I skipped a little bit too far ahead. I apologize. Okay, so how did that happen? Sorry, I gotta start from the beginning. Okay, so Khan's going to press the attack still. Guess he does get the true damage already from like his Q, so but kind of surprised me. Oh, so he slides on in. Wow. Really cute play from Kingzone. I'm interested to see how this develops. This is a very pre-planned level 1 with Graves. And you can see the rise. Okay. So they see Gorilla in mid lane. He feints bottom, and now he's going back. So I think at this point, RNG kind of knows something's up. They do see Khan on the ward. So Khan's going to act like he's checking. But they see Gorilla. And they're going to take this. Okay, so nice level 1 coming in. This does sack bottom lane pressure, but Ezreal can farm a bit from range. So he is going to be in range for the XP. And wow, Peanuts stand for Krugs as well. I do like this. Gorilla took Unsealed Spellbook, and we have another TP coming in from Prey. So when Prey's on Ezreal, he is just convinced that he doesn't need the combat summoners. And Guardian coming in from Ming. Interesting. And Exhaust as well. So they're really going to mitigate that Ezreal poke. Nice tracking coming in from Uzi. It's going to ensure that Peanut can get his, or just ensure that MLXG can get the blue here. But Gorilla is not going to put up with that. Wow, so Gorilla actually pushes him off. So Peanut is going to be way ahead here. Oh, a Rejuve bead coming in from MLXG too. Interesting. And now they have to like really commit. So they want to see one bot lane rotates up. They're going to Lux at 3 mana here. Oh, Peanut wins it. That's so big. So Peanut's like pretty much a camp ahead, and he still has his entire jungle to take. So he has 3 camps and a buff, and a crab, and MLXG just has this. Wow, this level 1 from Kingzone is absolutely just brutal. Brutal as in like brutal for RNG and MLXG. It's really good. It's really well planned out. Really cute play from like Graves leveling up that first off, and big fan. Nice harass coming in from Ming. Uzi 2. Ashe is an extremely strong laner. And also just because of how that level 1 went with Gorilla. Kingzone's kind of seeding that lane. Yeah. For the record, too, I know I've said this with some of my other videos, but this is the first time that I've watched through this game. So, Khan on carries, 23-1. Woo. Wow, that's amazing. Like, they're showing the stat that Prey gets the least amount of CS, but does the most damage. Man, MLXG, does he sniff this out? He's done if he face checks the Graves. Still down a level. It's just really good from Peanut, being a battle ward. Making sure that Khan's good to go. I mean, he's got the crab. He killed the blast plant, blasting cone. Like, Khan's like, okay, I'm good. Khan's gonna look to shove out in base here. It's good stuff from. Man, Prey's only down a wave. He can TP back too. Khan's gonna freeze this and contest the base. Really nice stuff from Khan. Besides that, I mean, like, Kingzone, right now, like, oh, I guess I haven't really talked about, like, I talked about win condition, but I haven't talked about, like, when everyone's strong. So they're waiting for Camille to kind of wrap up for her first couple items to do something. Also, like, Khan's freeze there is really good because it forces Let Me to TP back and break the freeze. Fucking Gorilla TPs into Khan's lane. I mean, It works. It works. Like, wow. Krilla, like, Kingzone, I think the reason, like, another reason why Kingzone likes this Ezreal is not only can they take TP on it, but, like, the reason why Prey and Gorilla are so good is because they do the most with the least amount of resources. It's like what made Faker absurdly good back second summer of season 5. Faker had like no, what season? No, I think it was spring season 6. There was one like there was one season where Faker had the highest damage per minute out of all mid laners. It was like highest damage percentage, something like that. But he got the lowest amount of like he was like ninth in CS. Just ridiculous. And like that's why the stat that like Prey shows is so good there. He gets the least amount of CS, but still does like way more damage comparative. Like Reckless does the most damage, but he got 38% of his team's CS. That's ridiculous. So yeah, really interesting stuff. Um, and like it just fits Kingzone perfectly. It's like, all right, we're just gonna take Ezreal. We're gonna, just Q, get our farm, and we're gonna have Gorilla TP for Khan, and like that fits their win condition a lot better because they want the Camille and the Rise to get ahead. Like this is, yeah, and like only Kingzone can kind of pull this off because, oh yeah, sick camera. Um, because like they have Khan. This is stuff that like you can only do with like so many top laners in the history of League. Like season 2, season 3 Flame, season 5 Marin. Like this is the power of Khan. Like Ezreal doesn't care that he's down 11 CS. He cares that Peanut's up 20 and Camille's up, and that will get this pressure. It just gets to keep on snowballing Peanut. Peanut gets to play his famous battle ward style. Look at Trundle so far behind. He's down a level. He's down a ton of XP because he doesn't have the finished jungle item. Besides that, like mids even, whatever. Like Kingzone just kind of was waiting to. They want to break the game open somehow, and I think they're gonna break it open through Rift Herald or top lane. So because like they want the 1-3-1. They don't want to lose their tower too early. They just want the 1-3-1. That might work. Oh, MOXG. What are you doing? Oh, when does Prey have ult? See if Prey snipes him. He's going for it. He wants the angle. Alright, see if Khan can dodge it. Yep. Prey missed. Yep. There goes Khan. Wow. So Gorilla TP'd so Tom Kench could eat. And then they 5-man. Oh my god. Okay. This is actually ridiculous. So watch. Look at this. Oh shit, we just missed it. Okay, so Khan gets the outplay. He's already gotten an advantage. It's not like a huge outplay by any means, but still. Oh, I missed it because I was so impressed by Khan. Alright, look at this. Watch Gorilla. Look at this. And then Rise just walks right on down. I wonder if he roam wards down. That'd be hilarious. Let's see if he casts it. Just hops right in. And look, we got 5 people bottom. Oh, that's pretty. King Zone. Mm. They're gonna give it to Khan. Watch this. Look at this. No other team would do this. Alright, so they split it. If they gave it to Khan, I would have been like, oh my god. Wow. Whoops, I apologize. Nice exhaust from Ming. That's ridiculous. And look, broke the game open. Alright, so this is what Kingzone wants. They just want to knock down the outers and then 1-3-1. Yep, here's the Rift Herald. You said the way I thought they were going to break it. No. Alright, Peanut got some cold feet. Alright, so what are some good things that RNG have been doing? I still can't get over that play. So, RNG, I don't like this ward. This ward should be further up, but I don't know when that one was dropped. This ward's fine. This ward's good. These wards from Kingzone are really good. They definitely want to take Rift Herald, and so they want to bust open top and then use Rift Herald to go mid. So what can RNG do to get back in the game? So right now they're trying to get resources out of Khan, so they put the duo lane there. Khan doesn't have a TP to get out, so he's just gonna try and pick up what scraps he can. And actually Ezreal is sending an ult down. Wow. Just wow. Kingzone, man. Yeah. This is stuff that no other team in the league does. Like, yeah, so they tried to form on Khan, he dodges it. Trade towers. Still good for Kingzone. If they get these down, they get to execute the comp they want. And now they have Returl, so they can knock down mid. They're gonna get Dragon out of it, that's fine. Kingzone doesn't care about the Mountain Drake as much. Because like if their comp runs correctly, they're just gonna have Camille absolutely run over his side lane. Rise not run over his side lane, but just kinda like be getting farm in his side lane. And look at this. Oh, Peanut even rotates here to get another tower. Jeez. Graves kills towers so fast too. Alright, so they're trading sides of the map. Vision stays that way too. See what Kingzone decides to do. Just rotate. I hate the Abyssal Mask on Swain. Absolutely hate Abyssal Mask on Swain. Especially against this team. Like, it's pretty much like, it's 3 ranged, but Khan's just gonna, like, screw you. I understand it's a tough matchup, but I would actually kind of get through it going Merc Treads. I think that's a better way to do it. Yep, now they bust open this. They just want that tower down. They don't really care that the Rift Herald didn't take it. And now they have their 1-3-1 going. So Peanut's farming, Prey's farming, everyone farms. Peanut and Gorilla roam together. Gorilla stays mid. Because, what are you going to do against Ezreal Tahm Kench? BDD is just kind of like creating pressure on that wave. He's like doing that just to get someone to go there so we can rotate mid now and take the tower. This is all picture perfect. RNG has no counterplay to this because they are so weak. All they can do is wait. I also didn't mention like one of the great parts about Tahm Kench is that he's the only one that has to build QSS on that team. Like he comes in as a QSS for everyone else. I didn't mention that. That's really important to note whenever Tahm Kench is in the game. Look at this 2-level lead. Not even letting him back. B is having the wave get up faster so they get more time to hit this. Wow. God, the way that Kingzone like use their abilities is just ridiculous. No other team does this shit. It's so good. Now Khan's gonna rotate up. He's still gonna let me trapped under tower. Nothing RNG can do. I also really like, so RNG first pick Trundle, right? Kingzone picks 4 carries in the Trundle. I don't know if you can pick Trundle into Kingzone. Like, they're like one of the only teams that can execute this comp. Really don't think you can first pick Trundle into Kingzone. Like, Trundle's a great jungler, and he makes it so that you absolutely shred one of the tanks on the other team. This is good stuff, but Kingzone can easily say, all right, hey, Peanut, Khan, can you guys play carries? The answer is yes, and the game ends. All right, 1-3-1s back. They like the 1-3-1 doesn't get super duper strong until Baron spawns. Cause like then you have another point to contest. So Kingzone like actually snowballed this too hard. So that's why like yeah, they actually snowballed this so hard. Um, pretty much like they have to be really careful about top lane at the moment because like keeping the top lane tower up like that one is really good sometimes because it pretty much like forces the wave to come back to you earlier. Like it actually by having that tower there, it actually creates more pressure on the map for the other team to get that farm. If that makes sense. It's kind of a dead game, so I guess I'll go into it. So Kingzone wants to push the wave here. When this tower's here, whenever the wave hits here, the wave pushes back, right? If no one takes it. Now that that tower's gone, the wave doesn't push back until it gets here. Which can, so like what RNG can do, they can be like, all right, when the wave hits right here, there's nothing on the map right now. So we're going to send Ashe over here. She's going to get all the free farm, uncontested. So it's actually like, this is something I remember specifically in one of the KT SKT series, like back last year. I think it was like the first time they played. There was one game where Deft played Ziggs, and they got 6 towers or 5 towers in like 13 minutes, and it turned out to be a problem because like pretty much, oh, Khan's feeding, missed that. Like pretty much like SKT said, okay, like we have a free 4 minutes of farming. So they did. They stuck everyone way far back, and you know KT was like playing like Thresh Rumbles. This is something ridiculous, and yeah, they just SKT just turtled and did the late game team comp. They got all their items in their farm and they won. Back when SKT was really good. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, back to this game. So you can see here, BDD actually he actually ulted from here to here because he wants to make sure that that wave gets into the tower. So now he got it into the tower. Now it pushes back. This is something like pros always fight with side wave control. Meanwhile, oh my god, this game's so over. Yeah, Uzi doesn't have QSS yet. He's just dead. Zhao is dead. That's Baron. Good game. Do we even go back and watch that? I wasn't like really paying attention. Like, what are they doing? Please bring in Karsa now. I I I really like don't know what to say. I just think that kind of proves my point with, KZ picking 4 carries in the Trundle. He's not useful. Lee Sin's a better jungler into this team. He really is. Like, what are you gonna stop with a pillar, right? Like, what are you gonna ult? They just absolutely neutered one of the strongest picks in the meta right now because, jeez, Prey's so fucking clean. I mean, yeah, I don't think you can play Trundle in the King Zone. I I really don't. I think if you play Trundle in the King Zone, they do this to you and they run you over. They win 9 out of 10 games. Look at this, they're just gonna push all 3 lanes. How does RNG come back? They don't. Man. This is a really dominant win. This game's boring me now. RNG's like, alright, maybe we can make a play on the 3, but they got both TPs up. If they make a play on the Connor BDD, Prey can just TP to them with Gorilla. I mean, this is this is like what Team Liquid's been going for, but they just haven't been able to pull it off. Because they played really bad against Evos. And then against King Zone, they actually played okay, but they weren't making any plays with the Tom Kench. Alright. Prey's making Ezreal look like the most busted pick in this game right now. Riot's gonna nerf Ezreal again, and I'm gonna be mad. I really think that like when a champion is that tough to play, Riot like shouldn't touch it. Like if Prey double diffed like Reckless, if they want to be so good on this champion, like let him be great. Like it's one of like the really fun things about the Overwatch League with like Tracer. I mean, Tracer's like really strong. Tracer's never been touched in Overwatch, and you get to watch players like Savioli just absolutely just pop off every single game. Or like Widowmaker too. Alright, looks like they're gonna double TP back. This is ridiculous. This is actually really greedy from... Alright, so... King Zone go for the style here. This game is still incredibly over. There's absolutely no reason... King Zone's like literally trying to style on them by doing that. There's no way that that call was made seriously. It's like, hey guys, wonder what happens if we double TP in. Yeah, it's like, look at it. There's just nothing RNG can do. Look at that, disengaged, back to the 1-3-1. So the count's supposed to work, and then BDD is like... I don't know what BDD is doing. Alright, so RNG gets to breathe a little bit. They actually are getting some decent farm. But the clamps are about to come out again, so they just swap the 3 to the top lane and put Rise in the mid, and he's going to rotate back over. I don't know why this game is really boring to me. I'm fascinated by like King Zone's play, and I'm fascinated by that early play they made and how Khan, managed to get ahead this game, but the game's over. They just got to close it out. And there isn't much for me to talk about at the moment. They're literally waiting for the next Baron, so they can just make sure it's done. So yeah, they have all the vision in the world. RNG might be able to make a play on Khan. They'd have to like hit like a long range arrow, kind of pray. Haha, pray hits. Yeah, so they're just gonna pressure mid. Once Khan gets back bot, they're gonna hit Baron. Then it just forces RNG to either walk into Baron and get him off with 5, walk in with 4, and take a suboptimal team fight. And also, if they have 4, that means getting destroyed in the bottom lane by Khan. He's gonna shop. He's going BF Sword, so that means he's going for Guardian Angel, so they want to end the game now, which is smart. He's going to get the Guardian Angel when they wrap up Baron, so that means that like your last push is really, really, really strong. Nice by RNG getting a buff over to Xiaohu. That's something that Kingzone could have contested. Yeah, so here comes the choice. All right, Kingzone steps off. Khan is still doing Khan things. So see that like from Uzi, like if he's gonna fire that anywhere, he should just like pray like it lands bot. All right, we're just gonna do the dance. Vision dance, Con dance, see what I can do. RNG's trying to poke in here. Kingzone actually is going to have a little bit of trouble keeping him off because they don't have that tank. See, like, this is the instance where if you have Ash ult, like, you might actually be able to think about making a play. And Khan knows this, so he's, like, able to step so far up and pressure. He's trying to clear out that vision, but, like, he also needs to push this wave up. And Ryze is basing, so... RNG's slightly pulling themselves back into this game. Once again, a lot of it's because, you know, if they're walking around as 5 with 2 tanks, they're able to better contest vision against Kingzone. Kingzone needs the 1-3-1. If they fight, they fight straight up 5v5s, they lose. So expect this game to be a little bit longer, but still very controlled. This is like the scary part about Korean teams too. I mean, at this point in the game, Camille's absolutely just gonna shred whatever tower she looks at. They have Ezreal, Graves, Tom Kench as their 3. There's absolutely no way you can find an engagement in this team. And the final score is probably going to be like 4-10, something like that. At least it should be if it's played cleanly. Yeah, so once again, clearing out the vision. They got Scuttle Crab. They're going to just keep mid pressure. Meanwhile, Khan's about to hit the point where he can start ignoring Wet Me. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so that's what Letme's dealing with. Yep. And objectives fall. Now they're going to... Okay, so RNG is like, alright, we're tired with Khan. We're just going to go after him. And they give up Baron. Oh, he flashed. It's not too good. Khan's playing greedy. And let's see, it looks like they Ryze ulted, so they killed Khan, they lost Baron, and they lost an hit. So, yeah. Korean teams, man. Game's over. They're gonna reset. I'm gonna go pretty fast here until Khan survives. RNG gets to push that out. They can't go too far. Whatever. Khan actually might have been able to pull that off, but it's still a really greedy play from him. No reason he should blow a flash. He got Guardian Angel out of him. Like, that's kind of the decision they needed to make. They just threw 5 at it, and it's the tough position that they put you in, you know? Now they get an Fertile Drake. This game's even more over. Looks like they're just going to put 4 on the bottom. No, Khan's going to go fix mid, and he's just going to go... They got Super's top. Yeah. So Khan can literally, like, walk up to this inhibitor. I'm just going to get the ward first. If Khan gets 10 seconds with the inhibitor, it's gone. Yeah, because the Q auto reset and the Sheen proc. Yep. Yeah. Oh wow, that was really pretty. So Khan actually ulted Xiaohu, flashed out, and got eaten by Gorilla, so he could live. And the game is still over. Just choking him. They're waiting for a creep to come in so Khan can TP. Oh, never mind. So Kingzone could actually be growing their lead a bit more if they weren't doing this. They actually are getting slightly punished for it. Oh man, if that Q lands from BDD. Oh. Oh, pray. Khan. Alright. Oh, okay. Kingzone is, you know, they're trying. Now BDD gets TP in. Actually, maybe this is their plan all along. They're just gonna kind of mess around and then have everyone TP back in. Oh, man. Well, if you guys want to learn how to execute a 1-3-1 and play with 4 teleports, watch this game. Man, Kingzone's really good. I think the only way you can beat Kingzone, and I did have one result of tomorrow's games spoiled. But like Papa Smithy was saying this before the tournament, but the only way you beat Kingzone is if you beat them level 1 and snowball that from there. One of the great teams was Samsung White. TSM got a game off them because they literally said in the interview they were trolling. They inted level 1, and TSM was able to snowball that into a win against Samsung White, which, you know, as much as TSM fans want to gloat about that, I like to gloat about the other 3 games where they got beat before the 7-minute mark in every game. Season 4, baby. Anyway, we're on Season 8 now, and that man right there is an absolute monster. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you guys didn't like it, give me a thumbs down and explain maybe some things I can do better. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name is Matthew Cubbyx Samuelson, and enjoy the rest of your day.